Yes, friends, this is the second lecture on the centroid. Centroid. Yes, we know what we mean by the centroid. What is the centroid? Yesterday we have defined it as the center of gravity of the plane figures is known as the centroid, and centroid is can be calculated by using the formula. The x coordinate of the centroid is given by integral of yes dA into x divided by integral of dA or summation of ai xi I is equal to 1 to n divided by summation of ai. Similarly, y coordinate of center of gravity is given by y bar is equal to integral of dA into y divided by integral of dA. Or you can go for summation of ai yi divided by summation of ai from I is equal to 1 to n, right? Now by using the first principle, in the sense we are not knowing the location of center of gravity of any of the figure, some basic figure center of gravity we are calculating. Center of gravity of basic figures or a centroid of basic figures by using first principle. Here what we are doing is, whatever the figure is given, we are considering the small elemental part of it. We are calculating the center of that small location of that small elemental part. Then we are moving that small elemental part from one end to the other end, and hence we are calculating the center of gravity of the figure. For example, center of gravity of the line element, centroid of line element. Yes, consider an object of length L. Yes, we need to calculate the center of gravity of this particular object from the x and y axis. Say for example, I am taking this as the y axis and this as the x axis. The length of the object is equal to L. The thickness or the height of the object is negligible one, right? So if I ask you what is the x bar of this center of gravity, x bar of the center of gravity, approximately this length is negligible. Therefore I can say that its x bar is almost equal to 0. Now I need to calculate the value of y bar. To calculate this y bar of center of gravity of the figure, I am considering a small elemental part of this object. Yes, which is located at a distance is equal to x. Which is located at a distance is equal to x, and length of it object is negligible and is equal to dx. If that is the case, where is the center of it? As this dimension is negligible one, you can take it approximately located distance is equal to x. Therefore, what is the area of this figure? Area of this figure, you assume it as equal to, this dimension is negligible, thickness is negligible. Therefore, if I take this height of the object small t, then the area of the object is equal to dx into t, area of the object. Elemental part, object in the sense, area of elemental part. is equal to dA, that is equal to dx into t, and is located at a distance of, where is the center of gravity of it? From the y line. Where is the center of gravity of it? From the y line is located at a distance of x, and is located at a distance of x. Therefore, x value of center of gravity of that figure is located at distance x. X from y line. Is it alright? Therefore, what is the moment of area of this particular small elemental strip about the y line? Moment of area is equal to about y line is given by, what is the moment of area of the small elemental strip about the y line is given by dx, yes, area, small area into its location from the y line. This small area is given by dx into t, and its location is, yes, at a distance of x. This is the area and multiplied by the distance. Is it all right? Now, center of gravity of the figure is given by, x bar is given by the formula centroid, coordinate of the centroid. X bar is given by integral of dA into x divided by integral of dA. Right? Just see here, integral of dA into x. What is the small elemental part, area of the small elemental part? Dx into t into x, integral from, we are carrying the, to cover the whole area, we need to move this x from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to L. Therefore, the integration becomes 0 to L, dx t into x divided by, what is the area of the figure? Area of the figure is nothing but dx divided by t. Integral of dA is nothing but 0 to L dx into t. Now just here the integrations. Integral from 0 to L dx into t is given by, yes, x square divided by 2. T is constant, you can take it outside, and 0 to L divided by, yes, the integration of 0 to L dx into t, integration of dx is x, t is constant, you can take it outside, integration of dx is x integral 0 to L. Yes, substitute here, t and t will cancel. Therefore, what is left out here? Yes, x square divided by 2, upper limit 1 by 2, upper limit is L square minus lower limit is 0 divided by, yes, integral of 0 to x L, yes, upper limit is L and lower limit is 0. Yes, what is the final answer? Half L square divided by L. L and L will cancel out. Therefore, x bar is given by L divided by 2. Yes, this is what we got it. Means what we want to say is, if a line element is there, one dimensional element means it is having only one dimension, other two dimensions are negligible. If its length is L, say AB, if its length is equal to L, If its length is L, then its center of gravity will be located at a distance of L by 2 from one of the end. Either from this end, this is the center of gravity or the centroid. We are indicating it as the CG. Is located at a distance of L by 2. From this end also it is located at a distance is equal to L by 2. Is it alright? This is what the center of gravity of the line element from the first principle. First principle means what we are doing is we are considering a small elemental area. We are using this particular formula, or we are using this formula. Y bar is equal to calculate the y value of center of gravity, y coordinate of center of gravity. We are using the formula integral of dA into y divided by integral of dA, and x bar is equal to integral of dA into x divided by integral of dA. This particular process we are calling it as the integration by the first principle, right? Similarly, now I am going for the center of gravity of rectangular element. Center of gravity of rectangular element. Yes, I want the center of gravity of this particular rectangle. Center of gravity of the rectangle. Yes, I will start in the next page. Center of gravity of rectangle. Yes, what we are doing is he has given us a rectangular element. Consider a rectangular element having the dimensions as B and D. I need to locate the center of gravity of this particular rectangular element. Its center of gravity, where it is, I don't know. I need to calculate it first. Yes, center of gravity of the rectangle. Let it located at a distance is equal to, with the coordinates is equal to x bar and y bar. This is what the center of gravity of the rectangle. Its center of gravity with respect to, say, the reference axis, you can select anything. X line and y line are the reference axis. With this coordinate system, its center of gravity is located at a distance of x bar and y bar. I want to calculate the center of gravity of this particular thing. What I need to do is I need to cut this figure into small elemental parts of which the center of gravity are known to me. Just see, I am taking one elemental part having a small area is equal to dA, then I can say where is the center of it. From this line it is located this much of distance, from this line it is located this much of distance. The problem can still be made easy by considering a strip like this. Yes, where this particular strip is located, when I am asking it from x and y line, it is a bit difficult for you to tell it where it is from the y line, because it is at different locations from the y line. But from the x line, where it is located at some fixed distance. That is why this whole strip I can consider it as a single element having some area and is located at fixed distance from the x-axis. That is the base for calculating the center of gravity of this centroid of this particular figure from the first principle. So what I am doing is calculation of y bar. Okay, to calculate the y bar, consider a small elemental strip of depth is equal to dy. Say this strip is very small, dy is very small, then only this distance will become fixed one. If dy, if you are considering large, then this distance is not fixed one. So dy, consider small elemental strip of depth is equal to dy, which is located distance of y unit, variable distance y, from the x-axis, whether you are considering this part or this element, its distance is fixed from the x line and is equal to y, and its area is b into its depth is dy. So to calculate y bar, consider small elemental strip. Small elemental strip of depth dy at distance y from x-axis. Yes. Can you tell me what is the area of the small elemental strip? Area of the strip. Area of the strip dA is equal to one dimension is dy and other dimension is b. Therefore, area of the strip is equal to what is the area of the strip? B into dy. Right? This is b and this is dy. Area of the strip is given by b into dy. Yes, position or location, distance from the x-axis. X-axis is equal to where it is located from x-axis. It is located distance of y unit from the x-axis, right? Now, the moment of the small elemental strip about the x-axis. Moment of the strip about x-axis. What is it? Is nothing but dA into y. What is the value of dA? dA into y. Yes, area multiplied by the distance from the x line. That is dA into y. So, what is the formula for, hence the position y coordinate of center of gravity is given by y coordinate center of gravity. Y coordinate of center of gravity is given by, what is the formula for the y bar? Y bar is given by integral of dA into y divided by integral of dA. Integral of dA into y divided by integral of dA. Substitute these values. What is integral of dA into y? Is nothing but dA into y is this number. What is the dA? First, you substitute the value of dA. dA is nothing but b into dy. dA is b into dy into y is nothing but y here. Divided by integral of dA. dA is nothing but b into dy. Right? Now, substitute the limits of integral. If you move this strip from this end to this end, we are covering the whole rectangle. If we move this strip from this end to this end, means we are covering the whole rectangle. Yes, when the strip comes here, what is the value of y? Y is equal to 0. When the strip goes here, what is the value of y? Y is equal to d. Therefore, I need to integrate it from limit 0 to d. Are you getting it? Like this the strip will move. Yes, like that 0 to d. Now do the calculation for that one. That is equal to first b into dy into y. Here the variable is dy. Integrate with respect to the y means it will become y square by 2. B will be constant, you take it outside. B is constant, you take it outside. Integral of dA into y is nothing but y square divided by 2. Limits are 0 to 2. 0 to d. Divided by, yes, what is the integration of 0 to d? B into dy. Yes, integral of dy is y. Yes, b is constant, you keep it outside. And integral of b into d. dy is nothing but the y. Limits are 0 to L. this is given by b d square by 2 divided by b into d. Yes, what is the final answer? Therefore, the value of y bar is given by d by 2, right? This b cancels, d cancels, d by 2. What you got? From this line, the center of gravity of the figure is located at a distance of d divided by 2. Somewhere here on this line is the center of gravity. Meaning of it means completely to locate it, we need one more coordinate x bar. That we need to calculate now. Now, can I use this particular strip to calculate the center of gravity of the x bar? Just think over it. No. What is the reason? This bar, this strip is not located at fixed distance from the y-axis. What is the value of its x bar? X value of this small elemental strip is not fixed. That is why to calculate the value of x bar, I need to consider a strip like this, which is located at fixed distance from the y line. Then only I can take the moment. Problem will become easy. Otherwise, I need to consider the problem will become tedious. I need to consider n number of small elemental areas like this. Then go for the integration. Better you consider a strip something like this. Yes, center of gravity of the figure. Y coordinate of center of gravity. Y coordinate of center of gravity. Now I need to calculate the x coordinate of center of gravity. I got the y coordinate of center of gravity. Now I need to calculate the x coordinate of center of gravity. Calculation of x coordinate of center of gravity. X coordinate of center of gravity is nothing but the x bar. X coordinate of center of gravity is nothing but the x bar. How I am calculating? Just see here. I want the x bar means I want the center of gravity in this particular direction, the same rectangle, having the width is equal to b and depth is equal to d, and the coordinates are y and x. Coordinates are y and x, right? I want the x coordinate of center of gravity of this particular figure. For that, first what I need to do is I need to consider a small elemental strip. I need to consider a strip like this. Its thickness parallel to the y-axis is negligible. Its thickness is equal to dx and is located at a distance of x unit from the y line. Usually the distance from the y line or y-axis, we are calling it as the x, is located at distance of x unit from the y line. X unit from the y line. Yes. Now calculate the center of gravity of this particular figure. X unit from y line. What is the area of this strip? Distance, if you want, you can write what is the center of gravity or centroid. Centroid formula from the y line is given by x bar. X bar, we know that x bar is equal to integral of dA into x divided by integral of dA. This is nothing but calculating the center of gravity from the first principle. We are using x bar is equal to integral of dA into x divided by integral of dA, and y bar is equal to integral of dA into y divided by integral of dA. Now in this case, what is the value of dA? dA is given by the value of dA is equal to yes, the width, depth, this dimension, one dimension is dx and other dimension is d. Therefore dA is equal to dx into d. And what is the value of x, where this particular strip is located from the y line? X is equal to x only here. I am assuming it to be x, right? Therefore substitute these values. Therefore x bar is given by integral of dA into x. dA into x is nothing but this number, integral of dA into x. dA is dx into d into x divided by integral of dA. What is the value of dA? dA is dx into d. dA is dx into d. Yes, go for the integration. Here d is constant, you can take it outside. Integral of dx, x into dx is equal to x square divided by 2. Yes, go for the limits. How I need to carry this strip? I need to carry this strip from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to b. I need to carry this strip, means integration is to be carried from 0 to b. Integration is to be carried from 0 to b. Yes, 0 to b. Now, integral of d is outside. Integral of dx into x is nothing but x square divided by 2. d is outside, you can keep it outside, and x square divided by 2. x square divided by 2, 0 to b divided by, yes, dx into d. d into dx is nothing but x. Integral limits are 0 to b. That is equal to d into b square divided by 2 divided by d into b. Yes, b cancels, d cancels, hence you can get the value of b by 2 as the x coordinate of center of gravity. So friends, at this stage we arrived at important conclusion. If he has given you a rectangle of any dimension, say 30 by 40, like this, he is asking you the center of gravity of this figure. Where we have taken the reference axis, we have taken this and this as the reference axis. This from here and here we have calculated the center of gravity. So from here, if you want the center of gravity, it says that whatever this dimension is there, that divided by 2 will be the center of gravity. If this is 40, then this distance is 20. X coordinate will become, y coordinate will become 20. And from here to here the distance is, this we are calling it as the x distance. From here, whatever this dimension is there, that divided by 2. That is, here it is 15 and here it is 20. Here is the center of gravity of the figure. It's alright. Earlier we are not knowing it. First we have calculated it. Then we need to use this particular calculations afterwards. For example, a rectangle is given to you. Like this, a rectangle is given. It's alright. Its dimension is say 60 by 100. He is asking you, calculate where is the location of this rectangle from my reference axis. He is saying the reference axis is something like this. This gap is equal to say 40, and from this line he is asking it. This is taking it as the y line and this is taking as the x line. Reference axis may be anything, like where is any object or any place from when we are saying the reference is changing. So where is the center of this particular figure, centroid of this figure from this line? First you look at the center of the figure from whatever the derivations you have done right now. Means you know the center of gravity, centroid of this particular figure from this line is equal to this dimension divided by 2, that is 50. Is it alright? From here it is 50. And it is located from here at a distance is equal to 30. But from where you want it? You want it from here. You want it from here. Is it alright? Therefore, the center of gravity of coordinates of center of gravity from this line is, this dimension is 70 and this dimension is 50. Hence it will become 50 by 50 and 70. Right? Now we are going for, from first principle we are calculating the center of gravity of the triangle. Center of gravity of the triangle from first principle. Centroid of triangle from first principle. Yes, for that what I am doing is, for simplicity I am taking a right angle triangle. Consider a right angle triangle. Of base is equal to b and height is equal to h. Now you consider a small elemental strip. You consider a small elemental strip which is located, take x and y as the reference axis. This is your x line and the y line. Consider a small elemental strip of depth is negligible, say is equal to dy, and is located at a distance of y unit from the x line. So what is our basic to get the center of gravity? Yes, first I need to calculate the area, multiply that area of small elemental strip with the distance from where it is located from the x-axis. Now this small elemental strip area, approximately I can take it as the h, this dy multiplied by this width. This width is not known to me. I'll call that particular width for time being as y dash. Let consider a small elemental strip. Consider a small strip of depth dy, distance y from the x-axis. Distance y from the x-axis. Let y dash be the depth of width of that strip. Let y dash be width of the strip. Let y dash be the width of the strip. First you calculate the value of y bar. How you can calculate the value of y bar? See this similar triangle. See this similar triangle. What will be this distance then? Total is h. Therefore this distance will become h minus y. See here the triangle, say A, B, C and A, D, E are similar triangles. Triangles A, B, C and A, D, E are similar triangles. Yes, therefore what I can say, the sides are in proportion. I am in need of, say, the y dash. Y dash divided by h by y. Y dash divided by h minus y is equal to b divided by this total depth. Total depth is nothing but the height h. Therefore I will get the value of y dash. Y dash is equal to b into h minus y divided by h. So width of that particular strip, I got it. This width is equal to how much? Y dash. Y dash is equal to b into h minus y divided by h. Now I can get the area of this strip. Now therefore the area of the strip, which I am calling it as the dA. Area of the strip dA is equal to the small elemental strip which is a rectangle here of depth is equal to dy and height is equal to width is equal to y dash. Dy into y dash. Now I know that the y coordinate of center of gravity is given by y bar is given by y bar is given by y bar is equal to integral of dA into y, dA into y divided by integral of dA. Is it alright? This strip is located at a distance of y units. Therefore, it is integral of dA into y divided by integral of dA. Integral of dA. Yes. Now you substitute the value of integral of dA. dA is nothing but dA into y dash. dA is nothing but dy into y dash. Integral of dy into y dash divided by, what is the integral of, this is dA into dA, this is into y divided by integral of dA is nothing but dy into y dash. Integral of dA is equal to dy into y dash. Yes, indirectly dA is nothing but the half the area of the triangle, that is equal to, yes, substitute these values here. dy integral of y dash is nothing but b by h into h minus y. This is y dash into y into dy divided by y dash is b by h, b by h into h minus y into dy integral of. Yes, limits when this strip moves from the bottom to the top. When the strip moves from bottom to the top, means the value of y changing from y equal to 0 to y is equal to h. Integral from 0 to h. Integral from 0 to h. Yes, simplify it. I need to finish it here only. B by h is constant. You can take it outside. Y is variable here. B by h is constant. You can take it outside. It will cancel out. What is left out here? Just see. Yes, h minus y into dy. Therefore, what I can write here, integral from 0 to h. Integral from 0 to h. H minus y into y. That is nothing but h into y minus integral from into dy. Integral from 0 to h y square into dy divided by, yes, here left out is h minus y. Integral of 0 to h into dy minus y. Integral of 0 y into dy. Yes, what you are going to get, as the space available is limited, I want to finish it here only. Yes, better I will take it here. Yes, h into dy. What is the integral? H is constant. Integral of dy is nothing but y square divided by 2. H into y square divided by 2. Limits are 0 to h minus y cube divided by 3. Limits are 0 to h divided by, in the denominator, yes, h dy is nothing but h into y minus, yes, y into dy. Y is nothing but y square by 2. 0 to h. Just simplify it. What you are going to get at the top, it is equal to h square by 2, h cube by 2, h cube by 2 minus, yes, h cube by 3 divided by, yes, in the denominator you are going to get h square here, 0 to h square minus, yes, here h square by 2. Simplified finally, yes, h cube. This LCM is 3. LCM is 3. What you are going to get here? LCM is 3 here. LCM is 6. Therefore, here it is 3 and here it is 2. H cube divided by 6 you are getting at the top. H cube divided by 6. In the bottom, you are going to get h square by 2. So what finally you got here? H cube by 6 divided by h square by 2 is equal to h by 3. Yes, we got the center of gravity of the triangle from this line. If this dimension is h, we got it at a distance is equal to h divided by 3. Here is your y coordinate of center of gravity. Similarly, you can do the calculation and you can arrive at the fact that from this line it is located at a distance of b divided by 3. That we can continue in the next class.